Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. Today I'm going to share with you 8 bags that I once said that I would never ever buy. I didn't like them. Something about them didn't work. Not for me. Fast forward to now and I am absolutely eating my words because I now have 7 of these already in my collection, and the other one is living rent-free in my mind because I'm completely and utterly obsessed with it. I have done a 180-degree turn. Yeah, now I'm going to show you 7, and number 1 is the Lady Dior in the small size. Now eating my words once on this wasn't enough. Ate my word twice because I have 2 of these. I have the Lady Dior in the small size, which is this pink version, and up on the shelf behind I have the mini version in the sequenced one. This was the first one that I bought in this bright pink. It has this beautiful iridescent hardware which is pink and gold. It's stunning and I absolutely adore this bag. I think she's beautiful. I used to not get this bag. I used to watch collection videos, unboxing videos, haul videos and think, why are people buying the Lady Dior? I don't get the appeal, I don't get what it is, I don't see what's so special about that bag, I don't see why people are spending all that money on that bag. Done it twice. And obviously I hadn't seen the right version. Obviously the ones that I were looking at were colours that weren't drawing me. I used to think that I was pretty hard on this bag. I used to think that it was too elegant, it was too classy. I used to think it was a little bit boring. I just couldn't see it, and now I absolutely love it. I think since Dior have started to release the Lady Dior in these bright, vibrant, fun colours, it has really changed the bag for me. It has just made it more fun, more young, even though I'm in my 40s, so that's quite funny. But more of a bag that I am drawn to, and I just now could collect those minis in the sequenced, in all the colours, and all the leathers and all the fabrics. I think they're fabulous. They are annoying. They're annoying to get in and out of. This flap is annoying to use, but they're certainly beautiful. One of probably the biggest 180-degree turns that I have done because I was so adamant about how I didn't see it, and now I'm completely in love and I just think she's absolutely stunning. Number 2 is a Speedy from Louis Vuitton that was either in a larger size or it wasn't a Speedy B and it didn't have the strap to allow it to be worn crossbody or on the shoulder. I just thought they were a bit of a nuisance. I thought a larger one was very bulky. I thought carrying it seemed very uncomfortable. The thought of carrying it without the option of a strap, I just didn't really like it. And then came along this and I adore this bag. Now I have to say that I have never actually used this bag and I didn't buy this bag with the intention of using this bag. I very much bought this bag with the intention of it being decor. It sits on the shelf in my office, which is the room out there. So if you can hear my husband talking in the background, it's because he's using my office right now and he's invading our space. But we have to share and sharing is good, and let's skip past my annoyance at him being out there. So this is my Speedy in the 30 size in the black version of the multicolour, which is one of the Murakami bags, and I absolutely adore the black version of this multicolour. I wasn't so keen on the white, but the black was just, I thought the print on this is fabulous. If they ever re-brought this out, and I know they've had kind of versions, but if they re-released this multicolour, I would be first in the queue. I think it's fabulous. So I bought this knowing I wouldn't wear it. So I suppose it's a change in that I'd said I would never buy one until I came across one in the black multicolour that was in fabulous condition, and it sits out there on my shelves as decor. It's always there. I've never used it. It's never in here. But when you get one that's in a version like this, it's so striking. It is heavy though. I still stand by that. I think that it would be quite a heavy bag and it would be quite awkward to use if you were carrying this about with a lot of stuff in it. But I can't get away from how beautiful it is and how gorgeous this version is. It's in fabulous condition and I have no regrets on this, and I love her sitting out on those shelves when I'm working out there. She's just fab. Number 3 is the bag that I haven't added to my collection yet, and it's because I'm currently on a buying pause, and this is the bag that inspired this video. I was talking to Deb from Wild Unfiltered and I was going on and on and on about how much I love this bag and I think this version of it is fabulous, and she said to me, do you realise that is a bag you told me that you hated and that you would never ever buy and you just couldn't get on board with? And it kind of clicked that yes, she was absolutely right, and it is of course the Louis Vuitton Alma. And I know this is a classic and I know a lot of people have always disagreed with me. Took me a little bit longer to catch up and get on board, but it's a bag that I always said no, not for me. Didn't like the shape of it, didn't like how the bottom of it sat out, didn't like how it looked crossbody, didn't think I would carry it handheld enough. until they brought out the Nano version that is currently out in the bright orange, and I'm absolutely hooked. Hook, line and sinker. I have been on a buying pause for a number of months. I first saw this bag, I think, right at the start of it. I'm now, I think, 3.5 to 4 months into that buying pause, and that bag has remained in my head, living rent free, obsessing me since then. That's how long it's been on my mind, and I just absolutely love it, and it's made me very much get on board with the Alma. The tiny little cute nano size I think is going to be fabulous. I also like that it's in the epi leather. I also like that it's in a very bright colour, and I am 110% on board with this and have done, I've completely turned on it. I thought before no, and now I think absolutely fabulous. Number 4 is a bag that I've raved about on this channel, and I've talked about how functional it is, how fabulous it is, how much I love to wear this bag. The Chanel 19. I didn't like this bag. When this bag was first released and the press shots come out for this bag, it was in a pink version, which is surprising given that I absolutely love pink bags, but I didn't like it. I thought, no, don't like that, don't see the attraction in that. Think it's actually not very pretty, don't like the look of it, and now I love it. I think it grew on me once I saw it in person and tried it and realised how usable it is. I can wear this crossbody, it goes with so much. It is a squidgy bag, but it's not too puffy. I don't like the very, very puffy bags. It's a casual version of a Chanel bag that just works. It has the big pocket on the back to put your phone in. I can fit everything I need into it. I like the 3 different colours of the hardware. I like the big tacky CC in the middle. I like wearing this. I have a black All Saints leather jacket, and I love wearing this bag with that. I think they go together very, very well. This gets a lot more use in the autumn and the winter, and a big scarf around that leather jacket. I just love that look. But this is a bag that I didn't like. I looked at the press shots and I thought, no, that's not for me. Number 6 is one of my summer favourite bags. If you watched that video, you'll know I love this bag, and it is the Prada re-edition. When I first came across the Prada re-edition and I saw this bag in the nylon version, no. I was quite smug about not buying that bag, and I wasn't going to spend my money because I really didn't like it, and I still am not the hugest fan of the nylon version of this bag. But once I came across it in the Raffia, and that just shows me not to judge all the bags by the ones I don't like, not to judge them all by one fabric. Then I saw this, the Raffia in the bright orange stripe with the neutral colours and the Prada across it and this little chain. I have worn this bag consistently this summer and last summer since I got it. I love it. I love how the little chain sits under your shoulder. It's really easy to wear. I generally don't wear it crossbody, and I don't wear the little pouch that came with it. But on the chain, just carrying it with me or either under my arm, I love it. Still talking out there. Number 6 will surprise some of you because it's not a bag that you would expect me to have said I was never ever going to buy, and it's the Birkin. I know, it's the Birkin. I love this bag. I was so specific about the colour, about the size, about the leather, about the hardware. I went the route of a reseller because I wanted it specifically in this edition and these requirements and specs, and I wasn't going to change one little tiny thing about it. And I waited till I got the right one at the right price. I obviously paid over retail because it is a Birkin, but I once said I would never buy a Birkin. I once said I didn't like the Birkin. I once said I didn't see the appeal of the Birkin, and that was because when I first discovered Hermes and thought that I would like to add an Hermes bag, I was very much Team Kelly. I didn't even consider the Birkin. I wanted a Kelly, and it was all because I couldn't consider a bag without a strap. It was back when I thought that every bag I owned had to be able to go crossbody. Every bag had to be having a strap, and I would not be wearing a bag handheld. Fast forward to now, and there's quite a lot of my bags that I prefer to wear handheld, and even if they have a strap, I never use it. I never wear them crossbody. I don't really wear the BB capucines with the crossbody strap. I don't really wear the saddlebag with the crossbody strap. There's a lot of them I will now carry handheld. So the pure Birkin, that doesn't go together, does it? But anyway, the pure Birkin was ruled out because it didn't have a strap, and I thought that will make it not for me. But then I got over myself a little bit, realised that there is plenty of space in my life for different types of handbags. Let's not be exclusive to the crossbody strap. And then I fell in love with the Birkin. And the Birkin for me is actually a very usable bag. I've talked about this a lot. I throw everything in there. It's not a bag that I refuse to use or baby. I think it's very, very usable. The Togo leather is so soft. It has worn fabulously for me and it's a hit in my collection when I once said I didn't want one. Number 7 is a Chanel bag in a jumbo size. I said I'd never buy one. It's too big. The strap length is too long for me. I didn't like the strap sitting crossbody because it was so long. I thought the jumbo looked too big, didn't like it on my shoulder, and now I have this, which is in the jumbo size, and this is the Chanel bag in the decompressed denim in the jumbo. Now, I'm a little bit conflicted about this bag because when I first got this bag I thought that I loved it and I thought it had a lot of use. I had the little clip to make it be able to go a bit shorter crossbody. It does fit perfectly under my shoulder. But lately when I've went to use it, I just haven't loved it. It hasn't given me the feels. I haven't thought this is fabulous. And now I just don't know about this bag and I don't know if it's right for me. But I did love it when I got it and I do love the colour. I do love the slouchy denim look. So I'm conflicted on this one. But it was definitely a bag in a size that I said I would never buy, and then I did buy, and then I loved, and now I'm going round in a circle because I'm not sure again. She is beautiful, I don't know, but this is one that I thought would never even sit on these shelves and be given a chance. And the last bag that I said famously on my channel, I will never buy that. I will never ever ever buy that. And it was either a Chanel or a Dior or a Louis Vuitton in any of the raffia or straw type bags. I just thought, where I live, it's not worth the money, we don't get the weather, I'm not going to get the use out of it. And now I have this one, a Chanel one, in the raffia, in the mini size, in the crossbody with this painting on it, and I absolutely love it. And I am eating my words because obviously it's a Chanel bag. Now I did get it pre-loved, so I didn't pay full price for this. It is a mini, so it's not buying the classic flap, but it's still Chanel. It's still expensive, even if not full price. And I once said I would never do that, said I would never buy it. And then I got over myself and I saw a version that I absolutely fell in love with, and reason went out the window, and all my talking to myself about how you live in a rainy climate and there won't be enough usage for raffia or straw or whatever. Well, I just forgot about all of that and I got on board with how much I loved it and how fabulous the colour is, and yeah. So I'm eating my words on this, and we now have a Chanel raffia bag sitting among the shelves and added to the Prada. I still love the Prada. A lot of people thought I would sell the Prada when I got this, but I've actually probably used the Prada more this summer than this one. So it definitely didn't throw the Prada out the window, but I still love this one as well. Those are the 8 bags in my collection, 7 in my collection, 1 living in there, kind of in my collection, that I once said I would never buy, didn't like, wasn't interested in, something about them, not for me. Ate my words big time on those because 7's already here, and as I say, that other one totally obsessed on. Are there any bags in your collection that you once thought that you would never buy, that weren't for you, something about them that wouldn't work, you didn't love them, but now you have them and they're fabulous and you wouldn't be without them and they're favourites in your collection? Or do you pretty much stick to what it is that you're saying to yourself about bags that are work for you and what doesn't work for you? One of the things I've realised on filming this video and looking around my handbag collection is my taste has changed quite a lot, especially from used to thinking that everything had to be crossbody, whereas I now quite like top handle bags, and the type of bags I would have bought and used has changed quite a lot. And I suppose that's a good thing. It shows I'm evolving as a person, certainly as a handbag buying person. Let me know what you think in the comment box, and let me know what your favourite is and your least favourite is. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you've enjoyed this in any way, please do consider giving it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet, please do consider subscribing, and if you're not done with me yet, I'm going to leave another video for you on the screen to enjoy. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching me. Please take care, and I will see you again in the next one.